Recently, you may have noticed that walking away from someone can make them suddenly become more interested in you. In today's video, we'll look at this interesting question. Why does walking away from someone often make them more interested in you? From a Stoic point of view, this isn't just about playing hard to get. It reflects a deeper principle of independence and self-respect. When you choose to walk away from a situation where you're not valued, you're not only preserving your dignity, but also embodying the Stoic ideal of not being dependent on external validation. Interestingly, this approach does more than just make you more desirable. It also aligns with the Stoic practice of emotion resilience and detachment. By walking away, you exercise your ability to control what you can, which are your own actions and responses, not the feelings and behaviors of others. Let's look at 10 more lessons on how this Stoic approach can help your relationships and why it's a sign of power that can lead to more respect and attraction. Don't forget to like this video. If you think these ideas are useful, please subscribe to our channel for more Stoic knowledge applied to everyday life. We'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences on this subject, so please leave a comment below and let's talk about it. Number 1. You take back your power. When you leave someone who mistreats you, you reclaim your power and self-respect. This is in line with a basic Stoic belief, realizing your worth and understanding that it's not tied to someone else's approval or affection. By stepping away, you stop seeking their approval and begin to appreciate your own worth. Your renewed self-respect and confidence will naturally attract the right person to you when the time comes. Imagine being in a relationship where you are constantly put down or taken for granted. Every time you put up with this kind of treatment, you give up some of your power. Leaving such a relationship sends a strong message to yourself and others that you hold yourself too high to put up with disrespect, may make the other person see you differently, and they might even understand what they've lost. If they don't, it's their loss. As you get better at Stoicism, it's important to keep your focus. Focus on the things you can change and let go of the things you can't. Staying in a bad situation drains your power and blocks the way to new opportunities. Being brave enough to let you in through doors you didn't even know were there. You're free from the past and can now make your future. Taking this brave step in a new direction opens up a world full of options, a gift to yourself. For example, think about a friend who always cancels plans at the last minute without thinking about how it makes you feel. Every time you let this friend off the hook, you give them your time and energy. When you decide to cut ties with this friend, you take back control of your time and energy. By following Stoic principles and staying away from toxic relationships, you can build relationships with people who truly value and respect you. This not only improves your health, but it also brings good, like-minded people into your life. You show how strong and confident you are. This self-defense move not only makes your life better, but it also makes you more attractive to other people. People naturally want to be with people who respect them and hold others to high standards of behavior. Leaving someone who doesn't treat you well isn't just about leaving them. It's also about taking a step toward a future full of love, respect, and endless possibilities. Number 2. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, as the saying goes, and walking away can be a powerful strategy. This saying shows a deep truth about human interactions. Not only can absence make you want someone more, it can also make your friendships and family ties stronger. Think about times when you haven't seen loved ones in a while. The time apart makes you miss them. Remember good times they had together and want to get back together. When they do, the happiness and gratitude are overwhelming. This principle works just as well in romantic relationships, especially when interactions feel dull or routine. Being close to someone all the time can drain the excitement and novelty from conversations and daily interactions. Taking a step back gives both people time to think about what they really want from the relationship. While you're not together, she might be thinking about you and the good times you've had together. Spending every day together has made your relationship a bit dull. By taking a short break to focus on personal interests and giving her time to miss you, you set the stage for renewed longing and appreciation. She may start to remember what drew her to you in the first place and it might not be long before you get a message from her saying she wants to reconnect. Getting back together after such a break can give your relationship new emotional energy. The time apart gives both of you a chance to appreciate each other in a new way. This is a direct application of Stoic wisdom, which says that sometimes less is more, and that giving space can make a connection stronger. If your relationship ever seems repetitive or dull, you might want to try setting up regular space planning. Spending a few months apart doesn't mean you don't care about the relationship. Instead, it shows that you really do. Giving the relationship time to grow and breathe can make it stronger when you get back together. It's important to remember that walking away isn't about playing games or manipulating the other person. It's about recognizing the natural cycles of relationships and using distance as a strategy to strengthen your connection. Adopt this plan with Stoic knowledge, knowing that taking a step back is sometimes the best way to move forward as a group. Number 3, you spark interest and mystery. In Stoicism, knowing your worth and sticking to your values are very important. One powerful way to earn respect and attract others is to stay away from people who treat you badly. This isn't just about making space. It's about having enough respect for yourself to refuse bad treatment. Let's look at how this strategy works and how well it works. Leaving someone who doesn't respect you quickly makes you more interesting and mysterious. Because people often want things that seem out of reach. When you're always available and willing to change your plans for someone else, you become predictable and unfortunately taken for granted. They take your constant availability for granted, which makes them not put in any effort. By taking a step back, you break this pattern and show that your presence is a privilege, not a given. If you have a friend who constantly cancels plans at the last minute, you've always been flexible and able to adjust your schedule to fit theirs. But after a while of this, you decide to stop being so available. Instead of always being the backup plan, you start to prioritize other activities and people who value your time. Suddenly, this friend notices your absence and starts to wonder why you're not as available. They might think about their behavior and what they need to do to get your attention again. This change adds a layer of wonder and intrigue to the people around you. This idea is even more important in romantic relationships. When you pull away from someone who treats you badly, you show them that you have your own life and priorities. You're not just waiting for their next call or text. This independence makes you more respectable and unpredictable, and they come to appreciate you more because you've shown that you respect yourself. This self-respect is highly attractive to the right person. They know your value because you recognize it yourself. When you take a step back from someone's life, it leaves them with a lot of questions. Why did you leave? What went wrong? Are you seeing someone else? Is there still a chance for reconciliation? These questions fuel their interest and attraction. When you get back together, they're probably eager for clarity and re-engagement. Walking away shows that you are a high-value, confident person. It's a direct application of the Stoic teachings that you should know your worth, keep your honor, and never settle for less than you deserve. Use this method wisely and see how it changes the way people see and interact with you for the better. Number 4, she will disclose her genuine feelings for you. She will tell you how she really feels about you is often a sign of a turning point in a relationship. When a woman says this, it means she is ready to share her real feelings, thoughts, and intentions. This can help everyone understand each other better and may even make the relationship stronger. Understanding this idea is important for getting along with others and making real bonds. Figuring out. Real feelings. Genuine feelings are the honest thoughts and emotions that a person has. These feelings are real and raw. They show how someone really feels without any masks or lies. Signs that she's ready to tell. Pay attention to what people say and how they move. Some signs are becoming more open and vulnerable, talking to people directly, and wanting to have more personal and deep talks. These signs often come before a deep discovery. Making a safe area. People need to feel safe and at ease before they can talk about how they really feel. Being a good listener, building trust, and showing understanding are all very important. To make the space safe, make sure that the way you talk to people is respectful and helpful. How to handle her disclosure. When she talks about how she feels, show that you understand and are sympathetic. Don't judge or respond right away. Let her say everything she wants to say, and show her that you value her honesty. How you react can have a big effect on the future of the relationship. Getting to the end goal. Think about what this means for both of you after she tells you how she feels. It is important to talk about the next steps in an open way, whether the thoughts are good or show worry. This can help you connect with each other more deeply or figure out how to move forward in the relationship. When she tells you how she really feels, it's a moment of trust and openness. If you understand this process and react in the right way, it will strengthen your relationship and help you see where it's going. Today, we're going to talk about a Stoic principle called the power of letting go and the wisdom of knowing what is truly meant for you. When you walk away from a woman, you make room for her true feelings to come to the surface. If she really cares about you, she won't be able to stay away and will come back, showing that her feelings run deep and are sincere. This action speaks louder than words. For example, let's say you've been dating someone for a while, but aren't sure how she feels about you. Instead of trying to win her love all the time or wondering where you stand, you decide to take a step back. This isn't about playing games, it's about letting her show you what she really wants. If she comes back to you, it's clear that she values the relationship and wants to be with you. Her actions show that she is emotionally invested and cares deeply. On the other hand, if you walk away and she doesn't respond, it's a strong sign that her feelings for you have faded. This may be hard to accept, but from a Stoic point of view, it's important to understand that we can't control everything. Her lack of response means that the relationship wasn't meant to be, and that's okay. It gives you both the chance to move on and find someone who is truly compatible and invested. Marcus Aurelius often thought about how important it is to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. By following this Stoic principle, you're letting her show how she really feels and accepting whatever happens with grace and dignity. This approach not only helps you find a partner who wants to be with you, but it also makes you a better person by teaching you to value your own worth and not settle for anything less than genuine affection and respect. In the end, walking away isn't about manipulating the other person, it's about being honest and respecting yourself and them. Number 5, you drive her to pursue you. People often want things that are hard to get. If you leave a place where you feel underappreciated, you create a sense of shortage that makes you feel more valuable. Think about this analogy. If you have a valuable gem and hide it, its value will only be known when it can't be reached. People will realize what they've been taking for granted when you're not there. For example, if you're in a relationship where your efforts and feelings are consistently ignored, walking away and refusing to settle for less than what you deserve could make your partner realize the void you've left behind. They might start to miss the support, kindness, and positivity you brought into their life, which could make them rethink their actions and the relationship itself. Walking away is the best way to see how valuable a relationship really is. If the other person comes back and tells you how important you are to them, then your relationship is really strong. This time to think about things might help me appreciate you more. Making plans for a stronger and more satisfying relationship by walking away gives you back control of your life. You're not waiting for someone else to tell you how valuable you are anymore. You've shown that you respect yourself too much to stay in a place where you are not valued. This act of self-respect is in line with basic Stoic practices that tell us how important it is to put our health and dignity first. Your choice to leave sends a strong message that you will not put up with bad treatment and that you have the courage to look for better conditions. People will often admire you more when they see that you don't give up on your values or self-worth, which will make you more attractive. Although it may be hard, remember that you deserve to be with people who care about you. If the person returns, you'll be in a better position to decide whether to rebuild the relationship on better terms. If they don't return, you'll have saved yourself more time and can move on to find someone who truly appreciates you. If you've made it this far and are still engaged, please take a moment to comment below with "Embrace the power of walking away." This simple action shows that you really connect with the message we've been talking about. Your involvement means a lot and shows that you're committed to your own growth. Now let's go deeper and keep talking about it. Number 6. You stand out from the crowd. You can make a strong statement about your self-worth by breaking up with someone who doesn't treat you with the respect and care you deserve. This choice sets you apart from others who might stay in bad situations out of fear or insecurity. The person you were dating might then see you in a new way when they realize they had been taking your presence for granted. Suddenly, you become a challenge and someone they want to win over because you've shown that you're not desperate for their attention in Stoicism. One important idea is to know your own worth and not depend too much on approval from other people. By walking away, you show that your happiness and sense of self-worth come from inside you, not from someone who doesn't respect you. Your lack of interest in others and refusal to chase after them show that you value your own happiness over theirs, which makes you more attractive to those who want to win your attention and love. Think about a situation in which you quit a job that doesn't make you happy in search of better opportunities. Your co-workers and boss may not see how valuable you are until after you're gone, seeing you as someone who was brave enough to leave their comfort zone in search of greater happiness. This ability to bounce back from setbacks and accept uncertainty shows great courage and a growth-oriented mindset. Also, walking away shows that you don't fear loss or change and are ready to give up something known in exchange for possible bigger rewards. This independent spirit shows emotional independence and self-reliance, which make you a desirable partner or friend. In the end, leaving at the right time can make you known as someone special and worth pursuing. You become an exception rather than the norm, which greatly increases your allure. The Stoic philosophy places a lot of importance on self-control and inner strength. By walking away, you show that you are not led astray by fleeting emotions or shallow attachments. Instead, you put your well-being and personal growth first, showing that you live by your principles and value your dignity above all else. This inner strength defines your unique appeal and sets the stage for a fulfilling life. Standing out from the crowd is more important than ever in today's world, which is very competitive. Being different can lead to many chances and personal satisfaction, whether you're at work, in social situations, or doing things for yourself. This lesson looks at the most important things that make people stand out. It gives you useful tips and ideas for creating a unique appearance and leaving a lasting impression. Develop your own unique skills and abilities. Find your strengths and work on them. Hone the skills and abilities that make you unique. This could mean becoming an expert in a certain field, learning a rare skill, or dominating a certain niche. Continuous learning. To stay ahead, keep your skills and information up to date. To stay current and creative, go to workshops, get more education, and keep up with changes in your field. Make your own brand strong. Define your brand. Make it clear what you believe in, what you stand for, and what makes you different. This helps make a picture that is consistent and easy to remember. Make use of social media. Show off your skills, share useful material, and connect with other professionals by using sites like LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. Your online presence should match your business and draw in the right people. How to network. Well, make real connections. Go to events in your field, join professional groups, and talk to people in online places to get to know people who can help you and give you advice. Offer value. Don't just look for chances. Instead, focus on giving other people value. You can do this by helping others, sharing what you know, or putting people in your network in touch with each other. Show that you can lead and take charge. Take on difficult projects. Offer to help with projects that are out of your comfort zone or that other people might avoid. Doing these kinds of jobs well shows that you are a leader and are willing to take risks. Innovate and improve. Look for ways to make methods or products better and come up with new ones. You will stand out because you can bring new ideas to the table and put them into action well. Keep a good attitude and a strong work ethic. Always be reliable and consistent. Show up on time, meet goals, and always do good work. People trust and respect people who are reliable. Don't give up. People want to work with you more if you have a good mood, even when things are hard. It also shows that you are resilient and flexible, which are very valuable qualities. You can set yourself apart from others and make a big difference in your personal and business life by focusing on these key areas. Remember that being different doesn't mean being better than everyone else. It means being yourself and showing off your skills and values in a real way. Number 7, make her long for the good times. When your relationship first started, it was probably full of excitement and joy. You may remember going for long walks in the park and laughing at inside jokes while exploring new places together. But now that small disagreements are turning into full-blown fights and harmony seems impossible to reach, you may wonder what happened to that spark that seemed so bright at the start. This is where Stoicism can help you. Stoicism is based on figuring out what you can control and what you can't. For example, you can't change her actions or emotions, but you can control your own. When problems get out of hand, the smartest thing to do might be to leave, not to give up, but to think things over and find peace again. Putting some space between you and your partner lets you both think about the good times in the relationship, which can be a powerful reminder of what brought you together in the first place. If you're nostalgic about the past, it's likely that she is too. She may start to miss the fun and the bond you shared, realizing that these things are more important than the small fights. Think about the times you had fun with each other at a favorite place. When you take a break from the fight, these memories of laughter and connection can become more meaningful. As you step back, she will probably also think of these happier times and realize that the arguments are nothing compared to the joy you've shared together. Your decision to walk away shows strength and self-control. It shows that you can take a step back and not let the bad things get to you. She might respect you more after seeing your thoughtful pause and realizing that you care about the relationship enough to put fixing it ahead of winning fights. If she sees this, she'll probably reach out to you because she'll be drawn to your mature approach to conflict resolution and want to rebuild and enrich your relationship. This effort to renew the bond will make her more attracted to you because she sees a partner who handles disagreements thoughtfully and values creating positive experiences together. So when the fighting gets too much, remember the power of stepping back. Use this time for personal reflection and to give her space to appreciate the value of the relationship. This can reignite the spark that first drew you together, helping to restore and deepen your connection. Make her long for the good times is about bringing up happy memories and feelings in a relationship to make it stronger and make the other person want to share more experiences. This method is based on memories, love, and the idea that happy times can strengthen relationships between partners. Make moments that will last spend time and energy, making events that are both enjoyable and meaningful. These times can be simple, like a picnic or a heartfelt talk, or they can be more involved, like a trip or event. It's important to make them unique and easy to remember. Honor the good times you've had in the past. Talk about the good times you've had together often. Bring up trips, special events, and inside jokes that you both know. Sharing and enjoying these old joys can bring back the happiness and closeness you felt with each other. Display your love and appreciation. Show your partner that you respect and appreciate them all the time. Little acts of kindness, praise, and thanks can make them feel loved and important, bring back memories of good times, and make them look forward to more. Openly talk to people. Talk about your thoughts, needs, and wants in an open and honest way. Talk about your favorite memories and what you both liked about them. This might help you understand each other better and give you more chances to have good times. Get ready for the future. Plan out the fun and exciting things you want to do together in the future. Making plans for upcoming activities or events gives you something to look forward to and helps you believe that more good times are on the way. Getting excited about each other can help keep the spark alive in your relationship. By keeping these ideas in mind, you can build a relationship where both people love the past, enjoy the present, and look forward to the future with great anticipation. This way, the good times will always be a part of your journey together. Number 8. You gain the upper hand. Imagine that you are in a relationship that isn't working out, and your partner decides to leave because they don't value your efforts and take you for granted. You show that you won't put up with disrespect or neglect by walking away. This can help your partner see how strong and self-aware you are. They may start to value you more because you have shown them that you can focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. By walking away, you are following this principle. You are not trying to change the other person or the situation. Instead, you are taking charge of your response and your life. Walking away also shows that you have discipline and self-control. Instead of reacting emotionally, you can look at the pros and cons of each situation and make a well-thought-out decision. Others find this amount of calm and restraint admirable. Imagine working in a place where you are constantly undervalued and overworked. You've voiced your concerns, but nothing has changed. If you decide to quit that job, it means you respect yourself too much to stay in a place where your contributions aren't appreciated. Your co-workers and even your boss may start to notice how much you're missing, realizing how important you were in the end. When you walk away at the right time, you keep your dignity and self-respect. You teach others how to treat you by not putting up with anything less, and when you walk away, you open yourself up to new opportunities and better things ahead. The door is now open for healthier relationships and situations where you will be properly valued and respected. By taking this Stoic stance, you show that your self-worth is not based on what other people think of you. You are sure of your values and principles. This inner strength is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to people who are sure of themselves and confident. So remember that sometimes leaving is the best way to get what you want and get the respect and praise you deserve. Getting the upper hand means being better off than other people in a certain situation. This idea is very important in many areas of life, such as work, relationships, and competitive situations. One way to get the upper hand is to think strategically, communicate clearly, and be confident. Being successful and happy can come from knowing how to handle events and use them to your advantage. Figure out what's going on. Look at the situation and the important people involved. Figure out your own and other people's skills and weaknesses. Get the information you need to make smart choices. Come up with a plan. Make your goals clear and attainable. Plan what you're going to do after you've looked at the situation. Think about problems that might come up and make plans for what to do if they do. How to communicate. Well, when you talk to someone, be clear and firm. Actively listen to understand other people's points of view and then react in the right way. To persuade and negotiate in a good way, use persuasive tactics. Build and keep up relationships. Make connections and agreements with important people. Encourage friends and stakeholders to trust each other and work together. Give others value and support, which will set the stage for them to help you in return. Stay sure of yourself and flexible. Have faith in your skills and choices. Be ready to hear what people have to say and change how you do things if you need to. Keep a positive mood and don't give up when things go wrong. By mastering these principles, you can put yourself in a good place in a variety of situations, making sure you always have the upper hand. Number 9. You become a challenge for her. Women who like a challenge are usually not interested in men who worship them or give them everything they want without making them do anything. Instead, these women like men who have a strong sense of self-worth and push them to work hard to get their attention. This approach doesn't suggest engaging in games or adopting a manipulative demeanor of being hard to get. Rather, it emphasizes the importance of genuinely prioritizing your own life aspirations and well-being. Consider this scenario. You've been consistently initiating conversation with a woman via text, always making the first move. However, you decide to shift your focus towards personal growth. Perhaps you start visiting the gym more frequently, exploring a new hobby or spending quality time with friends. As a result, you're no longer instantly available. Whenever she reaches out, this shift doesn't go unnoticed. Soon she begins to miss the consistent attention she once took for granted and initiates contact with you when you step back and concentrate on yourself. You cultivate a sense of rarity. You transform from being the ever-present, perpetually accessible man into someone she must actively seek out to reintegrate into her life. This transformation doesn't mean becoming distant or unkind, but it does entail nurturing your own life and minimizing dependency on her affirmation in the realm of Stoic philosophy. This idea fits with the idea of self-sufficiency and lowering your reliance on outside approval. If she starts to pursue you, resist the urge to go back to old habits of giving her too much attention. Protect your boundaries and your self-esteem by remaining polite and considerate while also keeping a level of mystery and unavailability at times. Learn to assertively decline when necessary. This not only keeps the attraction alive, but also shows that you value yourself highly. Ultimately, embodying a challenge isn't about playing mind games. It's about keeping your dignity and making sure that any relationship you're in stays balanced and healthy. By withdrawing, you give her a chance to see your true value and to try to get your attention, which could make the relationship better for both of you. Number 10, it's the ultimate power move. It's the ultimate power move is a phrase that is often used to describe an action that shows strength, confidence, and control in a certain scenario. This works in many situations like business, sports, relationships, and social encounters. Most of the time, the ultimate power move is brave and clear, showing a lot of skill and strategic thought. Figuring out the situation. Power moves change based on what's going on. It might be a good idea to bring it up in a business meeting. It could be a play that changes the game in sports. Figure out the situation to figure out what an ultimate power move is. Self-assurance and being bold. You need to be sure of yourself and bold to make a power move. This means you should be sure of what you're doing, speak clearly, and not hesitate. You can boost your confidence by getting ready and believing in yourself. Thoughts on strategy. Power moves are often the result of a lot of planning and thought. Plan ahead, guess how people will react, and have a clear goal in mind. Knowing your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and dangers, SWOT analysis, is an important part of being strategic. When and how to do it. When you use a power move, greatly affects how well it works. When you make your move, it will have the most effect. The right time to act is very clear and you need to be patient. Seeing and having an effect. How other people see what you do can make your power move more powerful. Make sure that people see your move as powerful and helpful. Managing your appearance, body language, and the way you talk can help you earn respect and admiration. Mastering the ultimate power move isn't just about doing one thing. It's also about knowing how power and influence work in different scenarios. You can set yourself up to make decisions and actions that show you are in charge and dominant in any situation by increasing your confidence, planning ahead, performing with precision, and controlling how others see you. If you leave a woman, she'll think you have all the power, and women love strong guys. A strong man has values and sticks to them. Walking away shows that you won't give up your values for anyone. To understand this better, think about it through the lens of Stoicism. The ancient Stoics said that a wise person knows what they can control and what they can't. You can't change her actions or feelings, but you can change your own. If you don't agree with something going on between you two, tell her that you don't want this in a relationship and that you will leave if it continues. This isn't about tricking people. It's about being honest about your ideals and setting limits. This is an example. You're seeing someone, but they keep cancelling plans. At the last minute, you told them that this bothers you, but they kept doing it. You calmly told them that this isn't okay with you, and if it keeps up, you'll have to end the relationship. They might call your bluff, thinking you won't really leave. You're in a good spot, because if you do walk away, she'll realize that you have the strength and self-respect to leave a situation that doesn't meet your standards. She will find this display of power very attractive, and soon she might be begging you to come back, trying her hardest to win you over. Be ready for this, and if you decide to give her another chance, be ready to set some basic rules to make sure it doesn't happen again. Make it clear what you expect and what you won't stand for. But if you don't want to go back, she will always regret how she treated you because you were a strong man who was willing to walk away. Remember that the Stoic philosophy stresses the importance of inner strength and self-control. By walking away, you show that you are in charge of your actions and emotions and aren't letting someone else's behavior determine your happiness. This is the core of real power and attraction. As we wrap up our talk today on the deep effects of walking away and how it can boost interest and respect in relationships, we hope you've learned something useful about this strategic yet honest approach. Walking away isn't just a way to get some space. It's also a sign of self-respect and a commitment to Stoic ideals that stress emotional strength and independence. You need to realize that your worth doesn't depend on anyone else's approval, but your own. Today we talked about different situations in which stepping back can change the dynamics of a relationship, making you more attractive and respected. Whether it's to rekindle interest or just show that you value yourself too much to settle for less, walking away can be a powerful tool in your relationship arsenal. We'd love to hear about your experience with this strategy. Have you ever seen how someone sees you differently after you took a step back? Please share your stories in the comments below. Your insights will help our community grow and others will learn from real-life examples. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe for more thoughtful content on how Stoicism can help us in modern life and relationships. Share this video with someone who might find it helpful, and if you want to learn more about how to use Stoic wisdom to improve your personal and professional relationships, watch the videos that are recommended below. Thanks for watching. And remember that sometimes the best thing you can do is take a step back and focus on your own growth. Until next time, keep following the advice of the Stoics and making your best life.